my intake. Tomorrow's the day. MK7 is gonna make some turbo noises. See you then. It's so exciting. I can hardly contain myself. It's finally time. We little code stop. Ooh, the catless. Arm catless downpipe with the stock down. Cat bag sounds pretty decent. Not decent enough. Need a single exit. Need it. Hey everybody, welcome back. So today, I've got a cool little piece of kit for my car. It's an ARM Motorsports intake. So I kind of always told myself I wasn't gonna buy a cold air intake and I was just gonna focus on this car purely performance-wise. But I was looking to do the panel filter setup with the new intake hose, and I was pricing it out, and it's really not bad for the price. But I was like, you know, I'm gonna just look around, shop around before I make a definitive purchase. And I went on ARM's website because I saw they did open box parts or used parts. And I'm not looking to spend a lot of money on a setup. So yeah, and I looked on and they had an open box silicone intake for like $200, $220 something. And so I decided I'll take a little bit of a risk and just see what there was about. I know a lot of people are gonna say, oh, it's a hot air intake and whatever, but it looks like it's really well designed. If you look on mymark7.com, he does a bunch of flow tests. This thing flows in the top 3 of all the intakes he's ever tested, and that's quite impressive. And it's marginally better over stock. So there is a performance gain. It'll be slight, but there is a performance gain, but there's also going to be a sound gain. When I modify my car and I make any big decision just in general, I like to think things as a triangle, and then there's subcomponents under those 3 main pillars or sides or whatever you want to call them. So with my car, it's performance, visual, and then price. So this kind of hit the performance, the visual, and the price. In this case with the visual, it's almost more like the sound, which isn't visual, but you know what I mean. It's a superficial addition. So other than that, we're gonna get right into it. I'm not gonna really do a tutorial, but I'm just gonna kind of blast through this install. It should be relatively simple, knock on wood. All right, let's go. Okay, my engine bay is quite dirty, so don't judge. We got the stickers, but stock intake, stupid corrugated hose. We're gonna make this thing look a little cooler. Also, the whole red coil pack thing, looking back, I wish I just got new factory coil packs. They function better, if not the same. And I paid way more for these than I could have just for another one. Also, let's look at that nicely seasoned downpipe. Ooh. Alright, so I'm just gonna pull this stock intake off and go from there. Oh, hey in there. Is it restrictive? Yeah, I know. Okay, time to make turbo noises. Alright, so we got everything pulled apart. This thing is filthy down here, but we're gonna be revisiting this in a few weeks. So realistically, all I've got to do now is throw in the new intake. So I'm just gonna make sure I got everything right, and there aren't really any tutorials on this, but there are instructions, so I guess I can give you a loose tutorial after I do every step. So I'm gonna start with the intake pipe. Okay, so I got the fat inlet in. This thing's huge. I'm really hoping it's at the right angle because otherwise that's gonna be quite annoying. It's think it's on there. The most movement is the inlet pipe, which is a little sketchy. I mean, maybe I was horsing on it too hard, but it's torqued in. So next is a heat shield, which is gonna be, so maybe this is why it was an open box. This tab fits all right. This thing was bent and it ended up ripping the O-ring trying to install it. So I think I'm just gonna zip tie it here. It was really lining up wrong. It's fine now-ish, but it's just how it is, I guess, buying cheaper parts. So yeah, I'm just basically gonna throw the filter on, throw the secondary and injection together, and it'll be fine. So I got it basically all set up. Biggest thing is gonna be finishing touches, like adding the rubber ground to these edges so it actually seals off, wiping everything down, and then putting all the intake stuff back in. So I think what I'm gonna do now though is just kind of start it. I really don't think I'd be able to notice any leaks anyway, but I'm just gonna see. All right, it's loud. All right, boys. Well, this is it for being a open box. Seconds, not too bad. It's an intake. It's gonna function the same. I did have a problem back here. This thing's all jacked up, so it's zip tied, but it's not going anywhere now. I couldn't fit the duct in, so there's a bit of a gap here. Now that I think about it, I'm scared of the SAI. Okay, we're good. Maybe, yeah. But I was able to run the coolant line just through here. I might get a relocator kit just to clean things up a bit. Everything is a decent quality. I'm not gonna say it's the best. I'm sure IE or Racing Line or whatever would be way better, but it sounds insane and it's gonna flow pretty well. So I guess the only thing I want to do is take everything for a test drive. I hope nothing leaks, and yeah, so let's just go for a drive. Okay, I hear it. It's pretty cool. My legs are like really weird, I don't know. That's pretty cool. We'll hit it under boost, see if we can get the little surge. relatively impressed with the quality of the intake. A lot of the little issues that I ran into, I'm going to discount those as it being an open box for a reason. So that kind of just happens when you buy a discounted part that's like, you know it's discounted, you know what I mean? But for, I'm just gonna say $200, it's not bad at all. Yeah, I mean, would I buy it again? Maybe. I knew that at some point I was gonna upgrade the intake, and this was just cheap and makes cool noise, and it just kind of checks some of the boxes. So I'm gonna say that I am happy with it. And if you are interested in this intake, they make a silicone one and then a metal one. A little bit of me wishes I got the stainless one, but that one doesn't come with a heat shield. So I guess take that however you wish. And that one was not, there was not an open box option. The quality of like the hardware that comes with it, the clamps and everything, they're decent. I used the T-clamp for the inlet pipe to the heat shield that then the filter goes on, and I think it's gonna hold pretty well. And yeah, I'll probably just double check all the strength of the clamps in a little bit after driving around a little bit more. As for sound, it's decently noisy. I do think that sound would have been different with a stainless one, just due to the properties of sound in different materials. But it does make pretty cool noises, and it just makes a little bit more fun into driving the car. This has been my video about the ARM intake for the MQB platform, A3s, S3s, Golf, GTI, Golf R. I hope you enjoyed it. It was kind of a tutorial. There really is not much information about them out there, and I believe it is a relatively new system. It's cool. It's always a cool feeling to modify your car. Sometimes I wish I didn't, but this time, as long as there's no problems, I'm very happy with it. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Yeah. Bye.